Hi there, and welcome to a short tutorial on how to use transitions in your Keynote slide deck so that when you export as a movie, you can have some interesting effects to change between slides. So once you've got your slide deck built out and you already have all the things in your actual images that you are looking to have created, what you want to do is have on the left-hand side here your little window open with your slides shown in order. If I tap on the first one, now that it is already highlighted, you'll see a menu pop up, right? And you'll see the transition icon or the word transition here. If I tap there, it brings me to this blue bar pops up, right? Animate slides and objects, and I can add transitions. If I tap here, it gives me all these interesting kind of neat transitions. There are a lot in here. There are some very cool looking transitions in general. And what I'm going to do is just choose a few for the heck of it. I'm going to hit confetti. And then what it does is it previews it immediately for you, right? So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to tap on my next icon. And you'll see right here in the corner, there's a little yellow triangle in the corner. That tells you have a transition added to your slide. So I know that one's done. Next one, I'm going to tap again. Add transition. You'll see I'm already in my blue bar, so I can click Add Transition. I'll use a different one. It will preview it and pop back to my other slide. I'll tap on the next icon on the left-hand side. You'll see the yellow icon showed up on the one above, right? I'm going to hit Add Transition. And I will use Droplet. Feel free to play with these. I'll show you how to change those as well. I'm going to add one more transition here at the end. We'll do drop. All right, so now that I've got my transitions added, I'm going to go back to my first one. And if I tap on the confetti transition at the bottom, it gives me my icon here, or my little window that pops up that tells me the duration of the transition, the no gravity or gravity, whether you want to do that, it's totally up to you. And the starting on tap or automatically or whatever. So if I tap start automatically, I then have a delay. If I do automatically, which I'm going to want to do here, I can't have it start at 5.5 seconds, or that immediately will start that transition immediately upon this kind of playing. And when I go to export this as a movie, which is what my intention is, I need to make sure that it gives the readers or the people viewing this movie enough time to read the slide for the contents that are in there and what we have. So what I'm going to do is just drag this bar up. See how it constantly has changed? You can go up to a long way, right? So what I'm going to do is just leave this at about 5 seconds for my purposes here. I'm going to tap the next one. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do it automatically. I'm going to make it 3 seconds. I'm going to tap the next one on the left. I'm going to go start automatically. I'm going to make it 6.75 seconds. I'm going to tap the last one. I'm going to do start automatically, and I'm going to delay it 10 seconds. Imagine I'm going to read these out loud to myself and kind of time it to see how long do I really need for this slide for people to be able to view any images I have and read any text that I have. All that stuff's important, and we want to make sure that anyone viewing our video doesn't have to constantly hit pause and rewind all the time, because that makes it a little less enjoyable of a final product for someone to watch. So now that these are there and I hit the play button in the upper right corner, you're going to see this pop up and play, and then transition. And then it will count the 3 seconds. This one will go for 5 seconds, I think I had it, or 6.75. And then it'll jump to the next one using whatever transition it is that I used. There you go. So you get the idea, right? That is how we want to build our transitions, so that way these slides on the left, have a long enough time for someone to be able to view and read and watch them. And then there's something interesting happening in between each one, right? So if I hit done in the upper right corner here, I'm going to be all set. Now these are all attached. They have their transitions added. And if I want to, right, say if I hit transition, they've already got them. So I don't have to, even though I'm off of this, it does show that they're still there. If I hit the three dots in the upper right corner, the ellipses, right, I can now hit export. And when I hit export, I can share or export this as a movie. If I use movie, it asks me what I want for my resolution and my slide range. I want all. I can leave that alone. I could even change this to 720. I don't know that we need 1080, but it's up to you if you want to change that or not. And this is this go to next slide after. This is only applying to tap events. So this shouldn't impact our final product here because we don't have tap events. We have automatic transitions that are going to be applied after certain durations. So these bottom two things won't affect our final build. What I'm going to do is hit export. And then it's going to take a little bit of time for this to create my movie. Once this goes through and is created, and here we go, I'm going to hit save. And from there, we're going to really quick check out my movie that is 32 seconds long. And if I hit play, which it is currently playing, you'll see that it's going to go through and do exactly what it did previously when I created my movie with those builds for that duration of time. So once it's in your camera roll, you can share it to Schoology or wherever else you may need to share it to. That is a short tutorial on how to add transitions and then export as a movie. I hope you found this informative, and good luck creating your Keynote presentation movies.